Tonight, on the Bubblecast, Liberty rings. The last remaining original franchise of the WNBA. The New York Liberty won their first ever WNBA championship in 28 seasons, and New York City's first professional basketball championship since 1973. The 2024 World Series is set between the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The guys will recap the latest primetime games from another wild NFL week and give analysts for the upcoming 2024 to 2025 NBA season. The crew has chosen and will kick off the show with the top 3 plays of the week. This and more tonight on the Bubblecast, unbiased, unfiltered, and unleashed with D and E.
What's up, Bubblecast Nation? What it do? Back with you with another show, the Bubblecast, with your host, D.
Boy, Big Money E, what's happening?
What's up, family, man? Bubblecast Nation, let's get right into it. Big week in sports. We're going to kick off the show with the top 3 plays of the week. Let's get into it.
The Bubblecast, top 3 best plays of the week. At number 3, welcome back, Nick Chubb. At number 2, Kyle Murray with the fake out run. Number 1, welcome to the NFL, Ricky Purcell.
And it is caught by Pearsall, his first NFL catch. And if you just tuned in, don't know the story, listen to this crowd. A standing ovation.
Welcome to the NFL for that young man, Ricky Purcell, man. Came back from that horrific incident when he was shot in a robbery attempt, rehabilitated, came back, made his first couple catches in the NFL. That's an amazing story, man. Happy for the young man.
Hey, shit, not long. He came back during the preseason, man. Came to the game with a Rolex watch on, so you can't forget about it. The same watch they tried to steal, he came to the game with it on.
That's a good bounce back field moment, man. Also, Nick Chubb, his first touchdown of the year. It's almost goddamn 2 years Nick Chubb been playing.
My boy, you know what I'm saying? Fantasy guy. I'm getting ready to run the table with that boy there.
Yep, got Nick Chubb on the fantasy team, man. But it's a big week in sports, man. Starting with the world champions New York Liberty. I mean, this is one of the last original teams left in the WNBA, and they won the NBA championship in their 28-year history. And a lot of people don't know it. This is the first basketball title New York has won since the 70s. Knicks haven't won in a while. Got a few clips of it. Let's check it out.
In the final seconds of regulation, but then got a second chance. With under 4 seconds to go, she hit both to tie the game and send it into overtime. Here to make it a 2-possession lead for New York. You bet. Offense, defense, as Ionescu goes out, Thornton comes in. These fans starting to taste it. Got a book. Minnesota takes its reset. Zandalicini in. Juhasz out. New York by 5 in overtime. Swin Cash and Teaspoon can barely stand the excitement. The Liberty this close to their first title in a forever finals. Carlton will inbound. Carlton lobs it in, taken away by Beavis. Off to Stewart. 28 years in the making. The New York Liberty are WNBA champions. The original franchise has its very first title. title.
You look at those awesome New York Liberty teams from past with Rebecca Lobo, and they lost last when they first inaugural WNBA championship when the Liberty lost to the Houston Comets at the time. This is one of the last few original teams that always remain in their home city that it was based in. It was good to see, and a great series too.
Yeah, man. Shout out to T Spoon. She's finally got that ring too, man. She been, she one of the OGs, man, for the Liberty, man. She finally got her championship, man, after all them years, man. So congrats to her too.
Now the Swins cash was there. You saw Angel Reese, Spike Lee was there. It was a
No, it's
big.
Spike gonna be there.
Yep. What a great time to be a New Yorker, man. Liberty win the championship. Yankees make the World Series. And let's talk about the series overall. I mean, I thought the Liberty was going to win and maybe sweep, but it's went the
No,
distance.
nah, man. I couldn't agree with you on that, man. Collier, man, she came out there balling, man. It's like she was giving Jonquel Jones the blues up in that paint, bro. And she can hit the three. So, man, a lot of them women, man, they were destroying them in the paint, man. And then, Brianna and Sabrina Nescu started out kind of slow, man, the whole series, man. Even though Sabrina got them to the last game, man, she struggled the whole game, man. She hit like one three from the field, man, and the whole game she struggled, man. I thought she was gonna bounce back, but at the end of the day, man, she never came around, man. The whole game she struggled the whole game. Stewart ended up coming in, got some big blocks, some big shots. She got 2 clutch free throws at the end right there, man, to seal the deal, man. And so she came through in the end, man. Jonquel Jones did big thing, man. Her and Collier was battling in that paint, bro. So, but it was a good series overall, man. A lot of people complaining about the fouls that haven't been called, man. I saw a few calls, man, that wasn't called, and hey, man, that's just sports though. It come with it, bro. In big games like that, bro, you expect some calls just not gonna go your way, man. And at the end of the day, man, the refs they make decisions, and people put money on the line or whatever, man. You can say whatever, man. But in big situations like that in those type of games, it always boils down to one of the few of them calls, man. So it just come with it.
Oh yeah, man! Shout out to Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, MVP, man.
Yeah, she the MVP. Yeah, and that's why I was saying her and Collier was going at it in the paint the whole series. And then for her to pull it out, the MVP, man, she did her thing, man. Because like I say, man, them girls, they balling that paint, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, they starting to earn my respect and starting to earn a lot of more people respect, man. The way they ball, man, they hustle for the ball, man. They dive on the floor, they putting their body on the line. You don't even see the male athletes doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? These women got something to prove, man, and they finally getting the recognition they deserve, man. And this the first finally since 1999, man, the most viewed watch. 2.1 million viewers in one game, man, since 1999, bro. So that shows you a lot, man, that this league is growing, man. So man, don't look forward to next year, man, and see the rivalry, like you say, the rivalry about to continue next year. A lot of them they gotta get under their belt. You know what I'm saying? So now they're gonna get way more comfortable with their team next year. So I feel like the game gonna get even better next year.
And there's gonna be a lot of roster shakeups too, because the Aces, you heard Becky Hammond when they got bounced out of the finals by the Liberty. Some of that group ain't coming back. We know Asia's gonna stay, but about the rest of the core with the Aces, I guess we gotta wait and see. But
Yeah, wait to see. It's gonna be a lot of changes, man. Especially like you got the draft coming up, man. You got I don't know if Flaugy coming out, and I don't think Paige coming. You think Paige coming? I don't think she coming out
well,
this
she been mentioned little celebrity lately, man. Paige Bucket, she's been in every fashion show, every party. I don't know. She's like big woman on campus out there in UConn.
Yeah, man. I mean, when she do get in the league, like I say, man, the league is growing, man. Especially you got like the top 3 women in Juju, Flaugy, and Paige. So them 3 right there automatically gonna bring more revenue to the league for them. So We gonna see how it go, man, going forward, man. I like the direction they heading in, man, as a whole.
And don't forget about your girl who had the ACL, Cameron Brink in LA. You know, she could be technically coming back to LA in Sparks. Her and Riri, it's a nice combo with the Sparks. So
Yeah.
and that's history. You know, LA Sparks and New York Liberty, one of those two remaining teams left. It's good to see the Liberty finally won that title after 28 years. And I guess New York Knicks better take notice because you're on the clock now.
Hell yeah. Especially from all them years, man, they done missed out, man. They definitely, man, got a proof point now. Y'all let y'all women win a title before y'all sent the sevens.
Since 73, I think the ABA Knicks won. You know,
Yep.
speaking of New York State of Mind.
Jackson.
Yeah. With the New York State of Mind going on, quickly want to touch on the upcoming World Series starting Friday night, the Yankees and Dodgers. Yankees, man, just ripped the heart out of all the goddamn Mets fans. I'm sorry, the Yankees ripped all the hearts out of the Commanders, the Cleveland Guardians fans, but that Soto hit that home run. I think we got a little highlight of it. Let's check it out.
Got a steal. Soto, a high fly ball to center. Thomas backing up. Thomas at the track. And Juan Soto! A 3-run home run! Soto magic in Game 5! An incredible moment as Juan Soto goes deep to give the Yankees a 5-2 lead in the 10th inning.
We talked about the New York State of Mind a few seconds ago. It could have been a Subway Series with the Mets, but you know the Mets got bounced out by the Dodgers. Let's take a look at that.
There's a bouncing ball to second. Taylor's got it. Los Angeles is alive, and they're headed to the World Series. Dodgers, Yankees in the Fall Classic.
I know we ain't gonna talk much about this in the next couple podcasts because again, the series starts Friday night on the 25th.
Yeah.
I gotta say real quick, Yankees better win in 4 or 5 because if it go past 6, Dodgers winning.
Oh man, like I say, man, it's man, what more better matchup can you get with the Yankees and the Dodgers, man? You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's a top World Series, man. You know, LA and versus New York is more like a LA versus Boston, man. You know, finals. You know, two prominent cities in the United States, man, going at it. They got rivalry, man. The history in New York and LA got big rivalry in every sport, so it's just good to see both of these two teams get back on top, man. You know, the Yankees been out for a while, man. You know, I know the Dodgers. Yeah, they've been out there for a minute, man. I think the Dodgers were 2020. They was recent. But you know what I'm saying? And you know, the Yankees been out for a minute. So I think they got something to prove, man. But they gotta watch out for my boy Mookie Betts, them, man. They ain't coming down. They ain't folding like that now. It's gonna be a good series. I can't wait to watch.
Soto, Judge, and the Yankees, they're gonna be an interesting series to see.
Yeah.
And they better, like I said, the Yankees only hope to come out top early. They better win the first split in LA, or they better win the next 3 in New York. Because if it go past 5 games, Dodgers winning either 6 or 7. LA got too much experience. They got too much offense. And only way I think the Yankees have a chance to win is they got to come out and win sweep or 5. If not, Dodgers win another World Series.
I think I'm gonna have to take the Dodgers on this one, man. I like Soto, them, man. They gonna fight, man. But like you said, if they don't come out early, man, they don't come swinging early, man. They gonna take it. They got too much talent. They got too much experience. You know, the team still almost the same from a few years ago. They still almost got the same team, and you know, man, but I think the Yankees kind of hungry though, man, because since they ain't been in a while, so they gonna come with it, man. I'm trying to tell you, so I can't wait to watch it.
Oh yeah, man! I can't wait to start it. Guess we'll see Friday night, and we'll talk more about this on the next couple podcasts. It should be an interesting series.
Yep.
Capping off the wild week in sports, we started off with the top players of the week, which was all NFL. I guess we'll focus on the NFL Week 7. Again, another wild, crazy week. Some games were unpredictable. Some games went the way you thought it was. But I think the game of the week, you got Lamar Action Jackson again. Still putting on
Man,
the clinic. I mean, they calling him already MV3. He may win his third MVP award.
Back-to-back games with a touchdown for Mark Andrews. Not a lot to this, really. They try to get a jam on Andrews as he comes off the line of scrimmage. The defense is expecting him to continue up the seam, but in goal from back at the 18. Here's Hill. Justice Hill with a convoy. Touchdown Ravens. Some big runs seemingly every week. Here's a home run shot for Bateman. Touchdown Ravens. Floated, wide open, touchdown, Andrews. Not finished before 6:30 or 7 at night. As Lamar Jackson just takes off, and he turns on his jets. Here is Henry on the reception for the touchdown.
And on that last touchdown, what you gonna do with Henry, man? They just moved out the way. There's nothing you can do about that.
no, man. I remember one time when I was younger, I was playing football, man, and I tried to go low with a guy, and he lifted me right off my feet, dog. Hey, and I'm telling you, dog. Hey, you don't want to go up against somebody like Henry, man, right there in that situation. You gonna embarrass yourself. They gonna end up on bust your bubble.
Yeah, they
Try to
gotta make
run
it.
up on him.
You
You
gotta make
don't
it
do
look
that
decent.
now.
Yeah, and but the thing is, Baltimore, we've seen this before in the years past, especially with Lamar, two-time MVP. You know, you got to do it in the playoffs, and I think this year he don't have to do it all on his shoulders. On offense, he got Henry. We got to see how it play out, but it's like Ric Flair, saying to beat a man, you got to beat the man, and eventually they're gonna have to face Kansas City, who, by the way, just traded for Hopkins, who you
Yeah.
stole in fantasy.
Yeah, man, I had to get him, man. His career was going down a drain, man. When I say he went to Tennessee, man, I thought Tennessee was gonna get hot. They looked good when they first got him, man, but they went downhill because he left Houston, then he went to Arizona, man, and I felt like once he left Arizona, his career went down, and
Yeah.
and by him going to Kansas City, man, they gonna revive his whole career, man. He don't drop passes. He never drop passes, man. And so, this is like one of the worst starts for Patrick Mahomes, and they 6-0. They 6-0, and this is one of Patrick Mahomes' worst starts. He
Yep.
had 6 touchdowns, man. He got I think 7 or 8 interceptions, man. And this is like his worst stat start, man, right here. And by them adding D Hop, man, it's gonna get them that guy who can stretch the field. Even though they had Worthy still trying to work himself into the offense, man. He got the speed, but
Yep.
it's not the connection haven't clicked yet with Worthy and Mahomes yet, man. So they had to go out and find somebody who can stretch the field and catch the ball a little faster, man. Because they having a receiver issue right now, man. Especially with Tyreek Hill gone. A lot of people by him leaving it did hurt them. Even though they won the Super Bowl after he left, man, they still been struggling with the receiver. It's just they winning, man. The teams don't know how to beat them. They can't put the defense together to stop them guys. Like that, like I said, he got his worst stat season start right now they still 6-0. You know what I'm saying? And that's the be embarrassing on the defense as a whole with anybody who play them. Like he's not even at his prime. Like he's not even at 100%. Now imagine when they get to the real Chiefs, can't nobody stop them.
Nobody
If
wants
they,
that.
that's what I'm saying. Like if they balling and they not even at 100%, what they tell you when they do get 100%, you not even gonna stop these guys at all.
And you got to think about it. Speaking of, made a good point and touched it earlier. Rehabilitation. You see how Kareem Hunt has reestablished his role in the offense.
Yeah.
I've been away for so many years. Andy Reid find a way to take these parts, put them in. It just like I don't know how the league allowed this trade. It's like the rich get richer. The old saying is true. Like how can you allow this trade to happen? You trade him to anybody but Kansas City. I don't see how that's allowed to happen.
I mean, when he did sign the contract when he went to Tennessee, he was looking for a. Well, I think he took the money in that situation, ended up getting $12 million deal out that situation, and Tennessee ended up not being the team that he wanted to be at. You know, okay, now you got your money, now you can go for a ring because you going to a contender, or possibly the Super Bowl winner with a 3-peat. If they can, get over the stretch, I don't see nobody threatening them to even take it. I think they can pull it out. Even if I'm talking about even if they get their hurtest players, they gonna make it. I don't see nobody beating Kansas City. Nobody.
Unless any more foreseeable injuries they may have, but right now
Yeah.
they all cylinders.
Only way they gonna not win if somebody get hurt or they knock Mahomes out. I'm trying to tell you, I don't see no threat. Only threat that I see is Cincinnati, possibly Baltimore if they can get it. But it always end up in certain situations, bad calls in the end, some crazy ending, man, with them teams, man. So it's like you don't even know. Even with Buffalo, they still got some smoke with them too. So it's like you don't know, man. Between them three teams in the AFC, those are the only three teams posing a threat to Kansas City. You got Buffalo, Cincinnati, and Baltimore. Them the only three teams I can see that can kind of, right call, right moment, they can get him. But hey, if you them certain situations, them flags being thrown, you 1 foot out of bounds. KC
Yep.
going back to that Super Bowl, man, because I don't see nobody in the AFC stopping them guys.
Yes, it's about pedigree and experience. And right now, Kansas City got the championship pedigree. They got the experience. And right now, they got the roster that looks unbeatable. And other NFL moves that's ongoing or projected. You got Miles Garrett being shopped around. He sent a tweet out saying his phone blowing up. Cooper Cup. Rams may talk about trading Cooper Cup. Who knows where he can go to? Maybe he goes to a team like Baltimore. Maybe he can go to Atlanta. I'm just saying.
Oh, I don't know, man. That's a touchy situation right there, man. Anybody can get Cup. You'll be surprised, man, that Cup got a lot of injuries going on though, man. So it's like, what can you get from a guy that's been for the last 2 or 3 seasons with major injuries, man? You know what I'm saying? What can you offer them? Because like a few years ago, you could have got a first round pick out of Cup. Now it's like, what? I need a third round or fourth round pick for this guy. Similar situation with D Hop. He ended up getting ready. They got him for a fourth round pick. I think a third round or fourth round pick. So,
They cover Cup, and I like Atlanta because a lot of the Rams' former coaching staff is in Atlanta. Coach Moore is the offensive coordinator in Atlanta, and he won't have to do as much as he did with the Rams. And give
yeah,
Kirk Cousins another reliable. But I think at this point with the injuries and the inconsistencies of being on and off the field, you can't get no more than up a 6th-round pick for Cup, and I think the Rams will be satisfied with it. You ship them off to another possible contender as they rebuild and restructure, and they build for the future. But hey, this is wishful thinking. I think Cooper Cup to Atlanta could be a good fit.
I'm thinking they're gonna get a 4 for him, man. I mean, because he still got some wheels on him, man. He still can play. It just the injuries done caught him, man. He had an injury bug for the last 2 seasons, man. And like I said, he still can play, man. But I don't think they're going no higher than the fourth round, man. Because it's like they not gonna give him up for a 6. That's not gonna happen.
Mr. Triple Crown himself. The NFL capping off to week 8. It won the only football in town this past weekend. Got to touch on the college, and I think will have been the game of the week, but I think Texas got a heavy dose of reality. Welcome to the SEC.
Both guys in the top of
Yeah.
the route kind of go into each other. Are they talking about the bottles right now being thrown on the field? And they're trying to get what do you think this discussion's about?
It could be a discussion about that. Personally, I'd leave it alone. You're going to have things like this happen once in a great while. Leave it alone, move on with the game.
There was no defensive pass interference.
Oh, my goodness.
The ball beyond the 9-yard line.
Kirby cannot believe it. So Bill Lamagna, a discussion. They have changed their call, which is an enormous moment in this game. Yeah. Are you surprised they changed it, Bill?
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'd like to know how it came about, who stepped up, who came in to talk about it, because it's not reviewable. It would have to be an on-field decision.
Now, they took a while to do that.
We saw him talking. We didn't know, is this about where the ball's located after all the action? I knew this would light his fuse.
How could it not?
Yeah.
You had the call
The
go
calls
your
were
way.
made.
Yeah. And now his defense has to go out there, and Texas is going to be set up at the 9-yard line.
Boy, you talking? It was trash talk all after the game, all week, even to this day. The public are just eating this up, boy. How the hell the refs get bullied, man, and overturn the call? That wasn't even reversible.
Yeah, exactly, man. That was a crazy game, man. The whole situation, man, was crazy, man, with that sequence right there, man. You gave the guy that got the ball, and then they turned around and, man, we get it. We're like, what? Guys started throwing bottles all on the field, man. I'm like, I feel like the fans were kind of rude in that situation, man. Because it's still in the middle of a game, man. Don't take your frustration out on the team, man. Stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, you still gotta have some class about yourself, man, when it comes to sports, man. You can't just throw bottles on the field, man. You know what I'm saying? But that was a crazy game, though, man. Like I say, man, Georgia, man, even when last week we were talking about it, man, Georgia, they had to start fast, man. The last few games, man, they've been starting slow. You know what I'm saying? Carson Beck, he haven't been, getting the ball out fast enough, man. They haven't been establishing the run fast enough, man, with ETN and them, man. They just been struggling, like, man, they not even getting hot until, like, halfway through the second quarter, man. Or even in the start of the third, they'll get hot. But I'm like, okay, luckily Texas was struggling at the same time. They were struggling too, to the point they had to swap QB, put Arch Manning in, tried him out. They still struggled, but it was just Georgia night, man. They ended up putting it out. Ended up going to the number 2 spot, actually, man. Oregon took number 1 because they undefeated. So, we end up getting the number 2 spot. And hopefully they can, Oregon can lose and we can take that number 1 spot back.
You still got Miami undefeated too. Miami kind of been up and down. They had a thriller game last Saturday too, but right now I guess it's who will cross that threshold first? Because with the addition of the 2 teams in the college playoff, right now you can lose one game like Texas and bounce back.
You can lose one game now, and because I think Alabama, man, they lost 2 games. You know what I'm saying? They lost 2 games, so it's like now they in the struggle because like now you done lost 2. Like you said, 1 you can lose, but now 2, it's gonna be kind of difficult, man.
They on the bubble. They're gonna have to win the SEC and get some votes for the committee. But I think this is what you want to see. You want to see a healthy balance. You don't want to see the same team, 1 or 2 teams, even though it's Georgia dominated. They went undefeated 2 years, 2 national championships. Actually, they went undefeated 3 years and just lost in the SEC championship. You like to see a dose of heavy balance. This will make everything competitive. Everybody got that optimistic chance, that hope that our team can get in there and not get snubbed. But yeah, out. And right now, Oregon is in the front runner, and all the pressure's on them now.
Yep. I think I don't think that Oregon might last long. They look good though, man. Oregon. I mean, but I need them to play a top team, man, and see where they really at. I want to test your strength. I want to see where they really at as a team, man. Because in college, man, a lot of these defense, man, they not full strength, man. They not really a defensive team in college like that, man. Unless you in the SEC, like you say, man, big dogs out there, man. They playing defense and offense in the SEC. So Oregon, man, they play against that top team. So we'll see how they gonna do, man. Let's see how long they can hold that number one spot. But I'm pretty sure we coming for that throne right now.
I guess capping out, ending off of football, man. You got I know you had a special Bust Your Bubble of the Week this week.
Man, I'm gonna get him. Todd Bowles. I gotta get Todd Bowles this week, man.
Or I run your shit over like a massive truck, and you left with the questions you asking us. Man, I'm rough with your bubble, it has to bust. Man, I'm rough with your bubble, it has to bust. Man, I'm rough with your bubble, it has to bust. Man, I'm rough with your bubble, it has to bust.
The Bust Your Bubble of the Week.
Receivers left as it was, so we play what we got.
Isn't that even more, perhaps, important to preserve Chris for the Falcons and Mike's possibly not going to play?
Well, you can say that because he got hurt. We don't second guess. We got our guys. We're playing everybody we got. It's unfortunate he got hurt. We feel bad about that, but he's a football player and he wanted to be in the game just like Baker and everybody else wanted to be in the game.
Don't you have an obligation to protect your players from themselves?
I do protect my players all the time. That has nothing to do with why we left them in the ball game. We still had a shot to score some points and win the ball game. It happened. It happens in football.
What are the early indications on Mike?
He's got a hamstring right now. We'll see how bad.
The same one that nursing?
Yeah.
Are there any indications that it could be significantly more serious?
We'll see. I don't know yet. I got to get all the details.
Have you ever been part of a game like this where you've lost two position players that have meant so much to this team, to a team?
I mean, I sure have. I just haven't really thought about it right now.
That was the most embarrassing moment in it for a head coach possible. And then to come out to be so nonchalant about the whole situation, you don't want to take no blame for what you did. You know what I'm saying? And then for him to be a black head coach, knowing that our thresholds are this big and our opportunities is not large at all, and for you to make a dumb decision like that, then be nonchalant about the whole situation, you're gonna end up costing that can cost you your job toward the end of the season, especially going forward without your two top targets and what they're gonna look like for the next few weeks. And your job can be on the line. And he coming out nonchalant, oh, we playing all the players that we have. I'm like, that's not a good excuse, man. You should never have had the guy in the game. I don't okay, if you playing all the players that you have, put those garbage players in to score a garbage touchdown. If you were playing all your players, don't leave your top targets out there trying to score, and that a man dislocated his ankle, man. That's a season-ending injury. Now you get up there, we just got to look into it. That was just stupid.
And you can lose the locker room that way too, because ain't no telling how Evans feels, about that. And Baker said something kind of, wasn't 100% on board, about playing everybody to the end of that garbage touchdown. If you lose the locker room, you're already a dead man walking. You're already on the hot seat. He can be shown the door even earlier. Bruce Aaron is I guess he's the GM president of the team. I don't know what Tampa Bay is going to do, but it's a bad look. And you saw them reports are giving him the business for a reason.
Yeah. And it's like I was trying to tell you, man, for a black head coach, man, we only have so much to prove in the league that we barely even get jobs in. And then you sit up there pulling moves like that don't make sense, man. You have to look at Mayo in New England. They already on his case. They won one game. So it's like your threshold, like he signed a 3-year deal, but then they talking that he may get fired at the end of the season. So the threshold for a black head coach is not big. You know what I'm saying? And when you pulling stunts like that, man, you can lose your job mid-season and all. They could fire you right right in midway through the season. They don't even wait halfway through the season to the end season end no more. They fire you right in the middle of the season. Look at New York Jets head coach mid-season fired.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? These guys ain't got opportunity. These teams want to win. The way that is going, I wouldn't be surprised if Mike McCarthy don't get fired in the middle of the season.
Oh yeah, yeah. We capped on that in the last podcast. I'm surprised Jerry Jones didn't fire him in the bye week. That's another embarrassing loss they had against the Detroit of all teams that has rebranded themselves. But you come into that game and say, "This is the Lions. It's a game we should win." And you got
on his birthday on top of that.
on his birthday, boy.
that was a devastating part.
Last night was the start of the NBA season. Boston did their title. They tied the NBA record. And I think some people were joking, was like they was on steroids, throughout the game. 29 3-pointers, just beat up the Knicks. That's what you're supposed to do as a defending champion. You come out, you flex your rings in the ceremony, you hang up the banner, and you show them why you're the world champs. It was just an overall beatdown.
24 NBA World Champion Boston Celtics. And now, to begin our celebration, please welcome a group of Celtics legends from past championship teams. Six-time NBA champion, number 14, Bob Cousy. Two-time champion and finals MVP, number 31, Cedric Maxwell. From the 2008 championship team, number 20, Ray Allen. Number 5, KG, Kevin Garnett. And with the 2024 Larry O'Brien Trophy, the truth, number 34, Paul Pierce.
They look good to run it back. That's what you do as a champ. You go in, you flex your title, you flex your ring, you hang up the banner, you smack your opponent's ass and just blow them out the building. But only history made last night. I know you looking forward to this. It was other history made yesterday too, right?
No, man, father and son duo, man. Brian and Brandon.
Point play. Edwards now with 14. It's a 16-point game. And Ronnie James just popped off the bench. Out of bounds. Along with LeBron. History tonight. The first father-son duo to play together in an NBA game. This is all in the family. And what a celebration for the James family. Ronnie's brother and sister, his mom on hand, Savannah, Zuri, and Bryce sitting front row. Just amazing when you think about it. Take a step back. So impressive. Incredible story. Randall got it.
And just like his mom, you're sitting there watching
And shout out to the Lakers assistant coach JJ Redick, got his first win of the year as his assistant coach.
Who the head coach? Say LeBron.
Number 23, the head coach.
There you go. There you go. Hey man, that was a historic performance, man. Last night. JJ Redick did do his thing. AD went off, man, and the whole team they started out kind of struggling in the beginning, man, but they end up gelling together later on in the game, man. So, but man, I'm glad the moment happened, finally happened, man. They got caught on camera, man. The Griffiths were there. You know, the
Yep.
first father and son duo of the baseball team, they was there to view it. And you know, man, Brandon didn't stay out that long, man. I think they just had to get the jitters out the way, man, and let everybody cheer, let him come out there for a second, man. And just he didn't stay long. You know, I wish he would have stayed out there a little longer, but you know, this is the regular season, and you know, I think JJ was just trying to let everybody, you know, get the moment, man, with his son, man, for the first time. But in my opinion, going forward, I feel he is on the roster. He is on the official Laker roster, but I feel that he may go back to the G League to develop himself, man, because I think they just wanted to get that moment out the way, man. So, but since the moment out the way, I feel like he can just try to focus on his craft, man, and try to get better, man, as a player. You know, I don't think he's gonna be in the lineup, first team or the second team, man. I just think they wanted to get that out the way, man, and see. I'm glad that happened for him.
Oh yeah, I guess it's gonna lead into the bubble wrap up. We give our party shots for the week in sports. I'm gonna touch more about this later in the NBA season, but I guess I can do a little recap, of, a little preview now for my bubble wrap up. How does this, improve the Lakers? I mean, it's a shame that Griffiths to me had to be a part of that circus fest last night. I mean, you got the basketball royalty, the NBA Lakers, 17 championships. You know, I mean, how did this benefit them as winning championships? You may sell jerseys, you may sell out the arena, but overall, I think Jenny Crouch just sold her team soul to let LeBron live out his rest of his career to stat pad, add his son, add his podcast buddy as a coach. It's like me and you doing a podcast right now. LeBron could have got us to coach the team, and we was cool with him. You know,
There you go.
this is just
There you, there
it
you
was a
go.
circumstance last night. I don't see it's manufactured history. Just like LeBron is trying to become the GOAT, he's manufacturing his stats, he's manufacturing his legacy. He has a fingerprint all over the NBA now. Clutch Sports has got majority of the free agents in sports. I mean, he's controlling the franchise of the Lakers. Right now, you might have to say he is the Lakers owner. He is the Lakers GM. He's the Lakers head coach. You know,
Hey, there you go, man. There you go. You got it off your chest finally. You got everything you want to say off your chest. Now, let me say this. It was a historic night similar to his scoring record. He had all his wife, his kids there, watching him score the scoring record. You know, Bronny was there, but he wasn't his teammate at the time. He was sitting on the bench watching him. You know what I'm saying? Watch his dad scoring record. Now he another historic night. He get to play with his son. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like one draft pick is going to affect the whole squad. You know what I'm saying? Let alone a second round draft pick, number 55 pick. So they had their first round out there in Dawson Connect, man. He looked good, man. And
he
I
did. He
always,
did.
I always feel like he was going to start. He was good enough to start in the starting lineup. You know, like I say, they not missing too much in a number 2 draft pick, man. There wasn't nobody else really out there to get him. You know, he wanted his son. They got him. So they that was a historic moment, man. You can't sit on that parade, D. Let that man, have fun with his family. That was a historic moment. You know what I'm saying? Then you come in, swoop in and then drop a turd on their parade. You can't do that. You gotta let the man maybe Friday night when they play Friday night, then you can say, talk about LeBron, but you gotta give credit for that historic night right there, man.
It was. I ain't gonna say no more else about it. I guess the season is gonna progress. It's gonna play out. I'm kind of rooting for the Lakers this year because you know why? The Hawks have
Why?
their first round pick because if the Lakers don't make the playoffs, we get their first round pick. So I'm hoping it's Cooper Cup. I'm hoping the Lakers play out their season. You pay for what you draft in Bronny. You pay for what you administrate in the GM, and you only go as far as your head coach, which is also LeBron. So I don't expect much for the Lakers this year.
Okay. All right. So I guess Jenny Bush just gave the whole team to LeBron. Huh?
A whole team, boy.
So I guess Palinka ain't got no say so no more, huh?
He's the assistant GM.
And who the
LeBron.
bro? So LeBron, so he the assistant GM on LeBron. All right.
He's Jerry Jones right now. He's the owner, GM, and head coach of the LA Lakers.
Man, he get what he want. Man, he the face of the league. So he get what he want. Not just the face of the Lakers, he the face of the NBA. He gonna get what he want. They try to put Joke up there and Giannis, and they don't know who the king is. Get out the way, man. Let the king through. He get what he want. And he gonna keep doing it until you get up out of there. Hey, he might stay there until Bryce get in the NBA. So hey, you never know.
You never know. That will be something if Bryce gets there on his own merit. Then
3 more, what? Bryce 17 now, so he got 2 more. 2 more. Bryce 17, he got 2 more years.
I think he can do it. I don't know.
He a junior right now, so he got 2 more years. Bron gonna be 40. He'll be 42 when Bryce come in, so he can play. Vince Young left at 44, so don't get it twisted now. Bron still got a lot left in the tank, and he can play 2 more years if he want to.
I think he can.
He already GM, like you said, right? Is a GM can play for 2 more years, right? He ain't gonna be able to fire himself, right?
Yeah, he's the NBA version of Jerry Jones. He's the owner of the Lakers, the GM, and he's the head coach.
All right, that's your part of the shot. That's how you feel. All right.
I guess that's
I'm just gonna agree with you on the part of the shot. My part of the shot's already been taken on my boy Show Bubble. I got my part of the shot out of the way with Todd Bowles. Like I say, man, he embarrassed himself this week, man, and prayers up to Chris Godwin, man. I hope he get well soon, man. Him and Mike Evans, man. So
yep.
And hey, I'm gonna tell you, man, I kind of felt bad. I kind of felt bad for Chris Godwin, but I kind of felt good at the same time because actually, I was playing Chris Godwin in the fantasy and I was won by 3 points. And when Chris Godwin would have scored more points on that drive, then I would have lost. So I kind of was like, yeah. But then I was like, damn. I actually appreciate it for the win, but I hate you got hurt. But I take the win though.
Now you talking about going in and laying a turd, but that's a big turd, man.
I wasn't trying to. I felt bad, but I did feel bad. I was kind of happy and sad at the same time.
Man, I guess Bubba Cast Nation is that time of the we wrap things up at the end of the show. We're gonna try to get bigger and better each and every podcast. We got a couple of special guests lining up for the next few podcasts. Let's touch on the World Series and the NBA upcoming season. Well, I guess it's already started, but we got a lot of things in store. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We try to do bigger and better every week. So I guess shout out to the men and women here in the Bubba Cast from your boy Professor D.
Big Money.
We'll be back next week, bigger, better than ever, man. All right, fam. Peace out.
Peace.
The Bubblecast is proudly made in the great state of Georgia.